Hello everyone, I apologize. If you all been watching my channel for a while, you know I normally try to put out a video once every 2 days right now. And that's in part to get just a little bit of channel growth, not a lot. If I get to at least 500, I'll be happy and stay steady between 3 to 500. But Camtasia, to me, though I use it, is like a garbage software. It just crashes when it feels like it. You send reports, they don't ever fix it. Then they want you to put your whole life down for this. So I apologize. So let's get to the heart of the story I want to tell you all. Hats off to anyone who's in medical school. I think that's an honorable thing. I think it's a great career to go into. Bloomberg is pledging $600 million to HBCUs. That'll pop up here momentarily. I want to go into the discussion as to why that is important. But before I do, understand that non-black students attend HBCUs and have for decades. So by giving this money to HBCUs, he is in no way saying that because you are not black, you are not entitled to that endowment. If you get into their medical schools, then you can also attend. It's just that predominantly black students attend HBCUs. So I just wanted to straighten that out and put that out there. If I burp, I apologize in advance. Been a little tired today. Been battling some autoimmune issues. Here's why this plays into a video I talked about in 2020. I won't go into the top 5 things to the end of the year that I think you need to be moving towards to have a great future. But here's the thing. A great majority of black Americans, foundational black Americans, the descendants of slaves, or ADOS, African descendants of slaves, however you call yourself. I prefer the term FBA. What's going to happen is that the traditional service jobs that we are accustomed to filling, those jobs are going away. Because as I explained with the Taco Bell video I made, and you'll see it with the picture of the tacos revealing that fast food restaurants are already testing artificial intelligence. If you went through your average drive-through right now, you wouldn't know that because there's still physically a human on the side of that. But as we continue to go cashless, though I have my arguments that we won't go full cashless because of the rural areas and bad Wi-Fi and stuff, but that's not for this conversation. We're talking about the endowment. Service jobs are going away. So it's going to be in the best interest of a lot of our people to start going in more traditional routes for fulfilling careers to a degree, if you can handle that. Only 6% of people, according to the article, because I skimmed through it, that are considered black in the United States are doctors, of 13% of the population which we currently occupy. See, the thing is, how do non-black doctors who are black, not from the United States, fit into that statistic? That's something that I'd be interested to know, because it only says 6% of doctors are black, but it does not specify if they're black American, if they're from the African continent, from the Caribbean, because we know they also make up a percentage of people who come to the United States as doctors. We're edging on 2030. This year went fast, and I love it. Fall season setting in. But the jobs that black Americans typically take outside of construction, which I'd argue is on that 5, we'll get into that at the end of the year. COVID stripped hospitals of a lot of medical professionals. And we've got to start making those medical professionals back up. And I would say helping HBCUs would be one of the many ways, but all schools really, to help bring those numbers back up. Trust me when I say these people, when they do this, they know what they're doing. Because if you can get those numbers up with a certain amount of people, then it's going to help society in the long run. COVID depleted numbers because nurses and doctors got burnt out. So some that could retire did. So if we can get some more qualified people out of medical school, it's going to greatly help, especially since we know now that these epidemics may be the new norm. However they happen, whatever conspiracy theories or real life medicine you want to espouse, that's on you. But the fact is, the world is changing. And we all need to prepare for what those changes are going to entail. I think this endowment's a good thing. I also think it's indicative of what's coming for the year 2030 and beyond. When not having these professional degrees and not having to constantly keep up is going to hurt Black Americans more than anyone, because we're disproportionately affected by the 2030 approaching. This is one of the ways to get skills. And I wish you all the best, the ones who get into these schools. Get prepared, because this is the professional stuff we're going to need in the future.